Hi, everyone, and welcome. Today's practice is part of Yoga in Our City's virtual studio, which is sponsored by Kineticare. With this practice, as with all practices, please make sure that you modify, you adjust, you make sure that you're doing positions and postures and movements that feel safe and appropriate for your body as you are today. Today's class will be focused on twisting and opening, and we can begin today at the top of our mat. So come to the top of your mat, bring your arms down by your side into Tadasana, your mountain pose. And we'll begin by first bringing attention into the feet. So you can glance down at your feet to start to make sure that you're really bringing your presence and your awareness towards the feet and toes. And as we get started here, as we begin to ground, lift up all 10 toes and then place them back down and repeat that motion. So all 10 toes come up and all 10 toes go back down. Good. As you start to familiarize yourself with this sensation, after you've looked at your feet for a little bit and you're sure that they're moving up and down, you can bring your gaze to the horizon line in front of you. Feel free to close your eyes. As you lift and lower the toes, feel how that helps you better connect and root your feet down into the ground. You may often hear yoga teachers refer to the four corners of the feet, which can be a little bit of a difficult visualization, but I find that picking up the toes and bringing them back down helps to really experience those four corners. As you lift, can you feel yourself pressing in the front two corners and the back two corners of the feet? Great. You can place all 10 toes back down onto the ground from that strong foundation, feet pressing down into the ground, energy rising through the legs, traveling up the spine, crown of the head lifting taller. Let's bring our hands to heart center. And if your eyes aren't closed already, bring them to close. We'll begin our practice by setting an intention. This can be anything that comes to mind. What is it that you'd like to let go of, cleanse, detox? What is it that you'd like to cultivate through moving and breathing today? And bringing our attention, our awareness to that intention all together. Inhale through the nose, send the breath deep down into the belly. And exhale, open the mouth, release. Let's do that twice more. Inhale. Good. This time, open your eyes on the inhale. Lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, bending the knees, fold forward. Inhale, elevate the chest. You can come to fingertips or palms to shins. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees as much as you'd like. Inhale again, lift the chest, heart forward. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift, heart forward. Exhale, fold and release. Plant the palms, step the right foot back, step the left foot back into a plank. And exhale, bending the elbows lower all the way down onto your belly. Bring the palms outside the ribs. Inhale, lift the chest up, coming into an upward facing dog. And exhale, Downward facing dog, fold over the toes. Find your downward facing dog here, planting the palms down into the mat, spreading the fingertips wide, pressing down all the way through the palms, through the fingertips, pressing knuckles down into the mat. Roll the upper outer arms down towards the floor and lift your hips higher towards the ceiling. Take your feet a little bit wider here, so maybe even as wide as the mat. And then bending into the right knee. Bring your right hand outside the left shin, the left ankle. So we're bending deeply into the right, bringing our grip onto the left shin. Press down through the left palm and open your chest towards the left side of the room. Use the grip of that right hand outside the left shin to pull your chest more towards the side. Big deep breath here. And bring your right palm back down to the mat. Feel free to pedal it out, shake it out a little bit here in between sets. Bring the feet back wide to either side of the mat. And then bending deeply into the left knee. Bring the left hand outside the right shin, right ankle, using that grip to pull your chest more towards the right side of the room. Keep pressing down through the right palm. Good, straighten both legs. Bring both hands back down onto the mat, downward facing dog. Inhale, slide forward into a plank. Exhale, bring it up and back. Inhale, slide it forward. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Again, inhale, take it forward. Exhale, slide it back. Rise up high on the balls of the feet, bend the knees, bring your gaze forward, hop, walk, or float your feet to the top of the mat, forward, fold. Inhale, elevate the chest, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, roll it all the way up, reach it up, bring the hands above the head, lift your gaze, and exhale, hands to heart center. Already beginning to warm the body as we begin to get into our twist. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, take it forward. Inhale, elevate the heart. Exhale and fold. This time, step the right foot back, drop the right knee, and untuck those right toes. Keeping the left knee bending to a 90-degree angle. Inhale, rise up, reach the arms out past the ears, grow long through both sides of the body. Take your arms out into goalpost arms. And then inhale here, exhale, turn your chest open towards the left side of the room. So keeping the torso, the upper body elevated, turn and open. Good, next inhale, come back to center, reach the arms up once more. Exhale, palms down, tuck the right toes, bring the left foot to meet the right, downward facing dog. Taking 5 full nourishing breaths here. Checking in with the body, using our down dogs as a chance to reset, to reconnect with the breath if we've lost it. And then inhale, float that right leg high. Exhale, bring the right foot all the way through. This time dropping the left knee, untuck those left toes. Inhale, pressing through that foundation. Rise up, arms alongside the ears. Exhale, open it up wide across the heart space, goalpost arms. Inhale here. And exhale, turn your chest this time to the back wall towards the right side of the room. Using the expansion of the arms out to either side to help you open more across the chest. Finding length on the inhales, turning into that twist on your exhale. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, bring your hands to frame the front foot, tuck the left toes, step it up to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it forward. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up, lift your gaze, and exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, keeping the feet wide, sit the hips back into a nice steady chair pose so you can keep your feet hips width distance apart here. Begin to rock back and forth on the base of the feet, so still keeping those hips low. Take the weight into the balls of the feet, weight into the heels, and then bring it all the way forward, coming onto the balls of the feet, lifting the heels. Keep sinking the hips low. You can take your chest up a bit more. Open up to those goalpost arms once more, and exhale, turn towards the right side of the room. In your mind's eye, can you imagine that you're keeping both knees in one line together? Tendency to draw that right knee back, left knee forward. Can we pull them back in line with one another? Good. Inhale, come to center, arms reach. Exhale, sit low in the hips once more. Open up to the left side of the room. Good. Keep sinking the hips low, chest wide, heart space wide. Take it back to center on the inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Maybe let out a little breath through the mouth on the forward fold. Let your head hang for just a moment. Shake the head yes and no. Notice if you're holding or gripping in the head, the neck, the jaw. On your next inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Step the right foot back into a runner's lunge. We can drop the knee here once more and inhale, lift up to center. Bring the hands to heart center. Exhale, turn your chest towards the left side of the room. Inhale, grow a little taller through the spine. Exhale, turn any amount more. From here, can we tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, maybe experiment with bringing the chest forward, hooking that right elbow outside the left knee. Careful not to sink in here. Are we active through that back leg? Are we pressing down through the front foot and through the ball of the back foot? Inhale, rise towards center once more. Exhale, bring the hands down. Step the left foot to meet the right. Hips towards the sky, downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths here. Feel free to take any intuitive movements or motions here, anything your body's asking for. Child's pose is always, always welcome. Really, anything is always welcome. It's your practice. Good. And then on your next inhale, that right leg floats towards the sky. Right foot comes all the way through. Left knee drops. Inhale, come up to center. Take the hands to heart center on the exhale and turn towards the left side of the room. Find your strong foundation here. And then tuck the back toe, lift the back knee, maybe take it forward, hooking that left elbow outside the right knee. Option here to make a fist with the bottom hand, cover that bottom hand with the top and press into it to help you twist any amount more. Good. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, hands come to frame the front foot. Step the left foot to meet the right. Forward fold. Hang for just a moment in your forward fold. Allowing yourself a few inhales and exhales here. Maybe a natural sway. And then bring that right hand directly down in front of your face. You can always feel free to use a block here. Bend deeply into the right knee as your left leg straightens, and then bring that left hand up towards the sky. Nice big twist here. Pressing through the bottom palm, reaching through those top fingers. Open the heart space nice and wide. Bring your gaze towards that top hand if it feels okay on the neck. And then experiment here. Can we begin to straighten out the right leg? How does that feel? Just noticing and observing how that changes the sensation of the pose. Next, exhale. Bring both hands back down, straighten both legs. Let the head hang forward. Opposite side, left palm comes down to the center of the mat. Bend deeply into the left knee. Lift the right hand up towards the sky. Straighten out the right leg. We're nice, one long line from the left palm up through the right fingertips. Maybe lift your gaze up towards that top hand. And then same option for experimentation. See how it feels to begin to straighten out that left leg. What sensations does that bring up? How does that feel? Exhale, both hands back down. Let the head, let the neck hang. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, roll it all the way up. Reach it up, hands lift, palms touch, gaze high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Find that grounding through the feet once more. That was a long time with our head towards the floor, so let the blood rush in the other direction. And then on your next inhale, take the arms high, sit the hips low. Option here to have the feet apart or bring the feet together. Whatever feels better. Everybody's body is a little bit different in chair pose. Bring the hands to heart center. On your exhale, chest forward. Begin to turn your chest towards the right side of the room. Can we hook that left elbow outside the right knee, still keeping the two knees in one line? If we aren't able to make that connection, that's okay. Hover the chest, just turning the torso towards the side wall. Never forcing our body into a position or a pose that doesn't feel like a safe or a good posture for you today. Always working ourselves into variations that fit us instead. Inhale, come through center, reach forward, lengthen through both sides of the body. Exhale, other side, keep the hips low. Maybe hook that right elbow outside the left knee. Two knees in one line, sink the hips maybe a little bit lower. Option here, same as in our other twist, you can make a fist with the bottom palm, drape the top palm over the top of it, press into that fist to enable the twist. Inhale to center, reach and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms. We're just going to step right back, downward facing dog. Take 5 soothing, nourishing, replenishing breaths here. Fill the air up. Feel the air move into the base of the belly. Travel up the spine. Into the low back. We twist, we move in this way to detoxify, to wring out the body, to find space in places we weren't sure there was more space to be had. On an inhale, lift that right leg towards the sky. Exhale, right foot comes all the way through. Position yourself here to come up in a warrior one. So bring that back foot down. Maybe take the legs a little bit wider. Pressing through the soles of both feet. Inhale, come up, warrior one. Find a nice, strong, fierce warrior one here. Can we sink pelvis a little bit lower and lift from the low belly all the way up, lengthen through both sides of the body. Inhale, begin to straighten out that front leg. Turn your chest towards the side of the room. Bring the arms out to a T. This may be where this twist stops. And this is perfect. You can work right here, turning the entire torso towards the side of the room from this kind of funky, unstable base. If you want to take it a little further, begin to bring that left arm forward on the outside of the right foot. If you have a block available, this is a great place to use it. Left hand reaching on the right side of the right foot. Right fingertips up towards the sky. One more big breath here. And then inhale. Let's windmill it all the way up. Reposition the feet so they're lined up heel to heel or heel to back arch. Warrior two. Arms out to a nice strong T. Gaze out over the front fingertips. Bring the left hand onto the left leg. Reach the right arm up and over. Reverse your warrior. And then windmill it forward. Come to frame the front foot. Let's just step the right foot to meet the left. Right back, downward facing dog. Breathing, resetting. As with all things, we need to bring balance into these imbalanced poses, meaning we have to do them on both sides so all things stay equal. Inhale, lift that left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the left foot all the way forward. Position the back foot down onto the mat so you're preparing for warrior one. From your foundation, lift it up, warrior one. Finding strength through this solid foundation. Lift and lengthen through both sides of the body. Make space. Begin to turn the torso towards the left. Arms coming out to a nice wide T. Straighten out that front leg. Maybe we stay right here. Maybe we take the right hand outside of the left foot, left hand up towards the sky. Use your blocks, use your props here. Anything, yogi's choice really. Anything that makes this feel good, feel accessible, feel nourishing for your body. Wringing ourselves out like a towel here. Inhale, let's bring it up. Reposition the feet so we're in our warrior two legs. Gaze out over those left fingertips. Right hand down to right leg. Reach the left arm up and over. Reverse your warrior. And then take it forward. Step the left foot to meet the right. Downward facing dog. This will be our final downward facing dog of today's practice. So take stock here. How do we feel? Are we warmed up? Do we feel like we've brought any more sense of space or movement into places that might have felt a little tight? Maybe we feel no different. It's okay. We don't have to assign any meaning to that. Just notice, just observe. And then bring the big toes together. Bring the knees down wide apart on the mat. Take your forehead down onto the mat. If you'd like, you can have your arms forward or wrap your arms around you, reaching for your heels. Maybe rock the forehead back and forth on the mat. Good. Begin to slowly bring yourself up from your child's pose. And we'll come all the way down to lie on our backs. Taking your time, there's no hurry. Once you get down onto your back, hug the knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze here. Reach through the legs, coming to grip the heels, bringing the knees down towards the elbows, towards the armpits. Yes, the elbows too. Bringing yourself into a little happy baby, and then let your baby be happy here. Roll in any and all directions. Maybe bend one knee deeply as you straighten one leg and rock that back and forth. Good. And then bring your knees to hug in towards the chest once more. We'll take one final twist here. Bring the toes down onto the mat just for a moment. We'll lift our hips, just our hips, over towards the right side of the mat. And then bring the knees in towards the chest and let them fall over towards the left. Bring your gaze out over the right shoulder. You can use the left hand to guide this twist any amount more. Maybe guiding the hips towards the left side of the room, or even pressing down into the crease between your legs, making more space in the side body. Inhale, hug the knees in towards the chest once more, coming into center. Touch the toes down, lift the hips over towards the left, just like we did on the other side, and then both knees in, over towards the right, gaze out over that left shoulder. Inhale, coming to center once more. And then take the next minute or so for any final movements, motions, postures that you would like before coming into your final resting pose. Anything that would make you feel complete. When you're ready, on your own time, come to lie all the way out on your back. Feet spread nice and wide, toes fall open to either side. Arms down along your sides, palms facing up towards the ceiling. There was a lot of movement, a lot of heat building. So as you bring your eyes to close, consciously begin to slow the breath, inviting more stillness, inviting rest. And I will be ending this video because I'd like for you to remain in your Shavasana as long as you'd like on your own time. Really allowing the movement, the breath, the effects of your practice to fully resonate throughout the body. I'll be ending our recording. Please continue to rest in your Shavasana. Thank you for coming to practice and allow the effects of this practice to fully resonate in the body.